Smiles and discord at the G8, outrage over photos of Princess Di, and is it cheating if nuns are your cheerleaders? Well, hi again and welcome to the VOA Newsroom. Doug Bernard here with your daily download. Well, let's begin today in Germany, where the annual summit of world powers, known as the G8, is off and running. Or perhaps strolling, I guess. Global climate change topping the agenda there. The group of 8 nations agreeing in principle to cut greenhouse gases. However, serious disagreements remain over just how to do that. Now, the summit will continue to dominate the resort town of Heiligendamm for several more days. Voice of America's Rebecca Ward is there. She's been talking to some of the locals.
So I don't think that it's good for this town here. I think there is no town in the world that people meet each other for that reason, the G8.
It's a good thing to protest.
I'm not so happy for this.
It's not that the residents of this Baltic Sea resort don't care about the G8 issues. After all, they're already doing their part to help resolve global warming. At least when there's not a summit in town, there are nearly as many bicycles on the street as there are cars. I'm Voice of America's Rebecca Ward at the site of the G8 summit in Germany.
Now, with world governments at loggerheads over global warming, some people are taking action themselves. And that may not always be a good thing. Case in point, Tony Helmholtz and his hydrogen-powered lawnmower.
This is a normal Toro lawnmower that used to run on gasoline, and I put a new fuel system on it that runs off hydrogen now. It's producing almost zero emissions. I mean, it's down to the 1 to 2 parts per million of gases. So, I mean, this thing's burning so clean you can hardly even tell it's burning.
Hey, Tony, you know how hydrogen is burning? Kaboom! Just kidding. Great idea, actually. We're really pretty impressed here. But seriously, kaboom! Haven't you ever heard of a little thing called the Hindenburg?
Daily download.
Well, nothing even remotely amusing about our next 2 stories. To the Persian Gulf first, where now tropical storm Gonu is wobbling through the Strait of Hormuz. In its wake so far, at least 15 people killed in Oman, where it first made landfall. A rarity in the Middle East, Gonu had threatened oil shipping lanes. That threat now lessening as Gonu weakens. And perhaps confirming the suspicions of some that the news biz is willing to put ratings ahead of compassion, British broadcaster Channel 4 is defying family wishes and airing photographs of Princess Diana at the 1997 crash scene in Paris. Channel 4 saying the photos are just part of a documentary examining the role of photographers in the crash. This despite 2 police investigations already having resolved that question as to whether photographers drove the princess and her companion to death or hindered emergency services. The answer, a firm no. Well, those photos the exception. You'll find a world of images and sounds and news all at our website, www.voanews.com. While you're there, why not check out our homepage neighbor, VOA's Video of the Day.
Daily download.
We just ask you to bless our Spurs. Keep them safe. Don't let anyone get hurt.
Thanks, dearie. Gee, coaching sure has changed. Now, actually, these are the Salesian Sisters of Mary Immaculate Province in San Antonio, and they're using their awesome power of prayer to boost the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. And to party, it looks like. The 23 nuns said to be huge Spurs fans, and the NBA actually giving them free tickets to Thursday's game, leading us to ask, isn't this kind of cheating? Well, no segue possible from nuns to Paris Hilton. News that the heiress is out of prison after 3 whole days in lockup. Now, for those worried she's not quite back on the streets, however, Hilton now reassigned to house arrest for 40 days, which sounds more like punishment for her house staff. During that time, she'll be required to wear an ankle bracelet. Ooh, that's hot. Regardless, there you go, justice served. Well, that is your serving of Daily Download for today. I'm Voice of America's Doug Bernard. See you again tomorrow.